So now you are a AFO, agriculture field officer. As you know, like there is lot of competition for this particular job post for basic agriculture students, and I guess like a lot of your juniors might be calling you frequently for asking like, sir, how I have to prepare for this exams, like how to crack it. In the first case, like why IBPS AFO? If I ask you like why IBPS AFO, like what do you
mean? For agriculture graduates, IBPS AFO exam is an option for to get a government job easily. I'm telling something easily because IBPS are recruiting graduates like all agriculture every year consistently, so you can get easily. That is why IBPS AFO for agriculture.
All of a sudden, like you decided.
All of a sudden, I decided. I'm accidental banker. I'm speaking honestly. Just I got the post. I applied and I prepared for prelims for 1 month and then mains for 1 month.
So since you were like kind of unemployed for the 2 years after completing their graduations, like in the meanwhile your friends might be like completing their MSc, some might be also clearing some other exams, like a lot of people would be preparing for the same. So this would be like very pressurized situation for students completing his BSc agriculture, not getting a job, waiting for the jobs for 2 years and preparing for some exam, and with the self-finance, with no help with the finance. Like how was your conditions? Like how was your mindset? Like how did you?
Actually, I have cleared every examination: RRB PO, clerical, SBI PO, clerical, IBPS PO, clerical, and mains also.
But a PO guy.
Yeah.
See, a lot of students will have this mindset that I will get a job first and then I will see like if I can prepare for any other exams. You might have seen from your juniors, seniors and your friends, like most of the people say this because ultimately they still aim higher, but they need a job basically. So most of certain category of students will also be with this mindset. If someone is with this mindset that they want to prepare for any other exams after coming into the banking sector, is it really possible in your cases, like in your job profiles, and how the reality is? Like, what do you answer for that? You lose that potential of again going back to the studies, like looking in that perspective that you will have to clear the exams. You will lose that kind of discipline. Like once you start earning, it's like what do you answer to this?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
But
if like I've seen a lot of people who are like IBPS, like recent trend is like there are a lot of negative impression on the IBPS AFO particularly. I've seen the people, like we have a lot of students in our community like who used to ask the same questions of whether I have to go for the MSc entrance or I have to go for the banking. I've seen from the people that people are frustrated doing this job. So how do you answer this, and what is your job satisfaction being an AFO?
Yes, negativity is everywhere.
Okay.
But we need to take positive from that also, every perspective. As an AFO, I was very satisfied because I am serving farming community directly. So many of my friends are doing graduations and master degrees and PhDs. They are indirectly helping farming community to get release more varieties, to have a good extension ideas. So many, they are indirectly helping farming community. So whatever they can innovate, but implementation should be on ground level.
Yeah.
So for implementation, finance should be there.
Yeah.
So I am giving that finance to directly in farmer hands.
Yeah.
Okay, that I am doing. That I have.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel AgriEdit. Today in this podcast we have two bankers, and we are going to discuss about in and outs, everything about a banking life, like how would be the life of a banker, and we'll be starting with like how they are prepared for the exams and how they have cleared it, and also we will be discussing about how is their current lifestyle and everything. We'll be talking about the reality of a banker job. Okay, so I welcome you both to this session. So before we start, I would like to tell you, please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone. Myself Harshit Gowda, US. I have completed my graduation in BSc Agriculture from Agriculture College, Mandya. Currently, I am working as an Agriculture Field Officer at Union Bank of India in Karnataka. This is my brief introduction.
Okay. Rahul, please.
Hello everyone. Myself Rahul. I have completed my graduation in College of Agriculture, VC from Mandya. Currently, I am working as an assistant manager in Karnataka Gramina Bank, Davangere.
Thank you so much. So let us talk about the different roles you are handling. Let us first talk with Ashit. So now you are a AFO, agriculture field officer. As you know, like there is lot of competition for this particular job post for basic agriculture students, and I guess like a lot of your juniors might be calling you frequently for asking like, sir, how I have to prepare for these exams, like how to crack this exam. So let us start about your academic journey. Like how did you start? In the first case, like why IBPS AFO? Like, if I ask you like why IBPS AFO, like what you will answer?
Yes, for agriculture graduates, IBPS AFO exam is an option for to get a government job easily. I am telling family easily because IBPS are calling recruiting graduates like all agriculture and other things every yearly consistently, so you can get easily. That is why IBPS AFO for agriculture graduates. Okay, then you being an agriculture knowledge person, you can work in banking sector to help farmers directly. So you can lend them for Kisan credit card, so crop loan, other so many loans are there. So you can service directly to the farming community. That's the major reason I would tell.
Okay, this is why like you personally choose to be a IBPS, or like what was your plan? Like you decided after your BS agriculture directly to go into AFO, or were there any other plans?
So, no. Actually, during my graduation days, final year, I have clear vision about my future. So I would not complete in this graduation journey. Like I will not do masters. So I need to get a job. So I have decided to prepare for competitive exams. Firstly, I prepared for civils exams, UPSC and other state PCS exams. So I have tried 1.5 year, 2 years for other exams. That was not successful. Then in meantime, that IBPS has called for AFO jobs. 800 posts was released. So I thought this was a golden opportunity for me to crack this exam and get a government job. So gradually I applied and I prepared for prelims within a month.
Okay, you only spared a month to prepare for the prelims.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Because I was not an professionally oriented
It's
banker.
like you did not keep your targets to crack this exam.
Yes.
All of a sudden, like you
All
decided
of a
for.
sudden, I decided I'm accidental banker. I'm speaking honestly.
Okay.
Just I got the post. I applied and I prepared for prelims for 1 month and then mains for 1 month and then
Okay, so
interview.
overall preparation was just 2 months to crack this IBPS.
Yes.
Like if I ask you about the residual knowledge, okay, forget about the prelims. Like it was all about the maths,
Yes.
like aptitude, reasoning, English. So the mains, like you are very thorough with agriculture. Like when you graduated from agriculture, you had that residual knowledge and the confidence to crack this any exam of agriculture. Or how was it, the preparation level?
Yes, preparation level because I have covered all the subjects generally, not in depth. They will not ask a researchful questions. So you don't need to have so much of knowledge, but you have at least an idea. Like this pest in entomology, this pest it related some its crop, that at least minimum idea you should have. This soil belongs to this climatic region, this region of India. That's minimum
So
basic.
this residual knowledge you already had it from the BSc
Yes.
agriculture. So that's why it was almost possible
That
for
was
you to
easy
crack
for me in this span of 1 month to prepare.
for the mains.
Yes.
Okay. So it was after 2 years that you cracked the IBPS.
Yes.
So I would like to ask this question. So since you were like kind of unemployed for the 2 years after completing your graduations,
Yes.
like in the meanwhile your friends might be like completing their MSc.
Yes.
Some might be also clearing some other exams. Like a lot of people would be preparing for the civils. So this would be like very pressurized situation for a students completing his BSc agriculture, not getting a job, waiting for the jobs for 2 years and preparing for some exams, and with the self finance, with no help with the finance. Like how was your conditions? Like how was your mindset? Like how did you come up with that?
Yes. It was definitely pleasurable situation. Being a completed guy who is not having a job or a master's degree
Okay.
up to 2 years, it is very pressurizing. You couldn't ask money every time for your family to get survive. So you need to find a job. So that will spark a fire inside you to get a job or to do something in your life. So that was my motivation. So just as you told, I was also comparing. Yes, these my friends are somebody are getting jobs, somebody are doing master graduation. What I am doing? I'm just preparing exams. So that sparked me to prepare this exam thoroughly with smartness.
Okay.
We need to, because day by day competition is increasing. When I was writing this IBPS AFO exam in 2021-22, that financial year, that was different scenario. When you see that difficulty of the question paper in this recent year, it is more increased. Cutoff was increased because so many agri graduates are into the
IBPS.
IBPS AFO exams. So competition is increased day by day. You have to work smartly. You need to prepare what that exam needs exactly. That needs not need to cover all the things. related to that syllabus. Okay, you need to crack this exam. That smart way you have to prepare.
Okay. So this is about your IBPS AFO,
Yes.
the preparation journey. Okay. So in the meanwhile of your 2 years, like did you attend any of the other exams? Did you crack any of the other exams?
No, actually, I was before IBPS. I was preparing for one police sub inspector exam of Karnataka state government. In meantime, it was postponed for several times, so I got frustrated, and but I have got no time.
Okay.
Because when I after join the job, this banker's life will be difficult to prepare for other exams. I'm honestly speaking, because we are working for almost 7.
Okay, we'll come up to this question. Like this is a one curious question from the audience regarding this. Like we'll come up with this later. Before that, since you are talking about the IBPS AFO, you cracked it in 2 months. Just brief us like how did you do that? Cracking the IBPS AFO in 2 months, like
Yes.
prelims, mains, and interview. 3 stages. Like how you prepared for it? Just brief us out.
Yes, definitely. After I think in November end, I have applied for IBPS exam. December 25, 26 was the prelims date. So I have hardly 20-25 days to prepare for prelims exam.
Okay.
So we have a group of friends, 2-3 friends we are preparing. So we sorted out the syllabus. Okay, this reasoning have we need to prepare for 7-8 topics. So we need to work more on it. So we can get more marks from these topics. Then quantitative aptitude. This section has some 7-8 topics which fetches more marks. Then English section, that also some 7-8 topics. Only that topics only we have prepared. We have worked more on that, and we have taken mock test more on that, and we analyzed that where we are failing, and we are improved on day by day. We take more mock test, and we have cleared all the previous year question papers with good marks. So we have got confidence within 15-20 days. So I was very confident when 1 week before the prelims exam, that way I have cleared my prelims exam.
Okay.
Then after prelims exam, I was confident that I would easily clear the exam. Then after 2 days, I started for mains preparation.
So immediately after writing your prelims exam, you already started your mains.
Yes, after 2 days, because I was confident.
Okay.
I will definitely clear this exam. Then after 2 days, I have started my mains preparation journey. Just I read General Agriculture book of Nimraj Sunda thoroughly 2-3 times.
Okay.
You need to understand that. Okay. You need not to depth. Then I have watched so many YouTube videos related to agriculture topics.
Okay. Current affairs, like
Yes.
these things. Okay.
Yes,
Schemes.
I have taken so many mock tests, online mock tests, to analyze my knowledge. Yes, if this question is asked in a different manner, how I think, how I will answer that question. Why I will not choose this option? Why I have chosen this option? That analysis I have done for mains preparation. That would have helped me more
cracking. Okay.
in cracking for main exam. So after writing main exam also, I was very confident. Yes, what I have prepared, what I have analyzed, what I have done for these 25 days, it has helped me for that. So in that way, I have cracked that main exam.
Okay.
For interview also, I think my 8 friends we have cleared mains exam. So interview, we are in group, we are preparing interview. It's generally about group discussion, nothing. Okay, you prepare for this topic, you prepare this topic. Like this group discussion, we have group discussion for 10-15 days, and we have attended physical interviews 2-3 places in Karnataka. There so many institutions will conduct free mock interviews. So we have attended those interviews 2-3 times. That has helped us more, because that boosted our confidence. When first day I came in front of an interviewer, I was like shivering, literally. Yes.
And this thing I want to ask, like
Yes.
being from a south and Karnataka, like we hardly had faced the camera, we hardly had
Yes.
faced the stage and the interview. Like we would be very much like not sure about like how much confident you are. At this stage, you tackled this with the mock interviews that you said and the group discussions. These were the 2 things.
Yes.
And about the mindset, you said like you were already shivering. So this was
Yes. First, when I got when I get into that interview chamber first time, I was shivering. He is asking simple questions, but I was not very confident.
Okay.
After 3-4 days, when final interview, in that mock interview also, final session will be there. After final session, that same interviewer told me that you have very good body language, you have very confidence wise, you have very good attitude, so carry same to that main interview, you will definitely crack this exam. He has told me directly, so that boosted my confidence again. So then same way I went to main interview also, that happened in Bengaluru. I have performed very well. They will ask you differently. So many 5 interviewers are there. They have put me through so many situations,
Okay.
but calm. I put myself calm and I answered all of them. And technical also they asked so many questions. I asked, I did answer all of them, and finally I got selected.
Okay, so what was the average like duration of the interview?
Interview duration means it will.
Like your interview?
Okay, my interviews happens for 7 minutes.
Okay, it was approx 7 to 8
Approx
minutes.
7
Like you can take on an average of 5 to 10 minutes of
Yes,
interview,
yes.
depending on the candidate.
Yes.
Okay. So after that, you were confident that you'll be clearing this IBPS after coming out of the interview.
Yes, yes. Interview also happened very well.
Okay.
Mains also happened very well. I was confident. I will definitely clear. At least by margin, I will clear.
Okay.
Out of the cutoff date, not by big marks. Okay, I will clear. I was definitely confident.
Thank you so much. Like we have in detail discussed about your whole journey. Like there was literally a recap of like what you have done in the past to till date. So thank you so much. Now let us talk with Rahul. So Rahul, welcome. So I'll be just talking about like the kind of exams that now we are going to discuss is entirely different from what we have discussed earlier. Like although both are bankers, here is a PO and we talked about AFO previously. Now Rahul, like what about your case? Like you were pre-decided that you have to go for this RRB PO or the PO kind of exams, or you were also preparing for both, all different kinds of banking exams. Like what was your thought when you were completing your graduation or in your graduation?
No, actually, after the graduation, graduation, I was completely preparing for an banking exam. I was not even preparing for an AFO. Completely purely based on a banking sector exams. PO and even if it is clerical, I am okay with that. When after the completing, I went to the coaching to Anantapu. After that, around COVID also came in that same time only.
So we are like we have to mention this. We are all from the COVID batch.
Yeah.
When the first time the COVID hit, we were actually completing our graduation. It was in the March that the first COVID was.
Actually, March 2020, the COVID came. We completed our graduation around by September.
Okay.
We have completed. I decided that to take the coaching by December 2020. I went to a coaching in to Anantapu. Again, COVID came in 2021 March. Around 3 months I have taken the coaching. After that, around 4-5 months, 3 months lockdown was there. After that, I wrote an exam in RRB's prelims. I have cleared that. Again, I wrote the mains, and I also cleared the mains examination. And in the first attempt itself, I have cleared every examination and
I also
got
wanted
that.
to ask you, like, this was your first attempt, right? Like
Yes,
you cleared
yes,
it, the
yes.
AFO in the first attempt, and yours also it was in the first attempt that you cleared the RRB PO.
Actually, I have cleared every examination: RRB PO, clerical, SBI PO, clerical, IBPS PO, clerical, and mains
You
also.
are
But
mainly a PO guy.
yeah,
Okay.
but I chose RRB.
Okay. So I'll be just also asking you this question, like why RRB in specific in the later part. So now let us talk about your journey. So as I said, like after completing your BSc Agriculture, you are already pre-decided that you want to go for the banking sector. So that you were decided. Now, when it comes to the IBPS AFO and PO, like why did you choose this PO?
Mainly, I have a good knowledge about mathematics from my basics during my school days. Also, I was not much interested in the agriculture from my UG days, so I choose PO over AFO. It would be easier for me to crack the examination when it comes to the AFO.
But the PO is general for all degrees.
Yeah.
The competition would be still higher than what we see in the AFO. But still you are confident and you still decided to go for PO.
Yeah.
And the only reason that the interest on the subject, that you are more interested on the mathematics rather than the agriculture subjects. Okay, fine, that's good. And like let us talk about your preparation. Like how did you start your preparation and what was your preparation journey? What was the length of your preparation?
Actually, it was a very short journey.
Okay.
I went to a coaching around 3-4 months. That's it.
Okay.
And actually, mainly YouTube classes has helped me more during during my days, because during my coaching days it was more about a lockdown period, so there was no coaching facilities provided offline, so we need to choose online itself. So YouTube classes were more available during that days only. It has helped me more to prepare for the examinations and prelims and mains and interview also. It has helped, YouTube classes helped me a lot to prepare for the examination.
Okay, so that's about your preparation. Like, and you also cracked these exams in a very first attempt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I cleared it in first
And
attempt.
like before clearing the RRB PO, you cleared all other exams that you mentioned, or how was
No, no.
what was the sequence?
Actually, RRB PO I have cleared it in the first attempt. After that, every exam came, I didn't write it.
Okay, so okay, let us have a just a short glimpse on like how you prepared for these exams. Like how do you answer this?
In RRBs, there are three sections: prelims, mains, and interview. Prelims will be, there will be two sections: reasoning and aptitude. Reasoning will be very easy compared to the aptitude. It will be around 40-45 minutes examination, and it will be easy when it compared to the mains. But when it comes to the mains, it is a pretty difficult, because there will be more questions and less time around 120 minutes. We need to clear 180 questions, so we need to choose the sections accordingly, because there will not be any sectional timings in the examination. So we need to choose wisely. Around, I for three sections I gave only 40 minutes. In 40 minutes I need to complete the 120 questions, and I used to allocate 80 minutes for the two sections, aptitude and reasoning, because that would be the more difficult sections. We generally students won't choose that those sections, but I was pretty much confident about those sections, so I cleared it easily. And when it comes to the interviews, interview doesn't matter in any general examination, because the final result will be much more oriented in mains result, because 80% of the marks will be taken from the mains, and only 20% of the marks will be taken from the interview. So mains marks will reflect in your overall result in the examination. Generally, I took around 30 marks above the cutoff. It helped me to clear the overall examination. And especially for agri graduates, in interviews there is some separate quota, because generally agriculture students, RRBs are situated in the rural areas. Agri graduates will help the farmers, so that it will help the growth of the bank also.
Okay, so like agri graduates have an extra edge in the interview, like
Yeah.
and also overall job recruitment
Yes.
if they are going for RRB PO. Okay, that's great to hear. Like at least we have something specifically for agriculture students. Okay, that's great. This is about all about the RRB PO in detail. So these are the certain things like that we have discussed, starting from like how you are prepared, what was the mindset, and how you ended up there. Now you are a bankers now. The recruitment is done. You are a bankers. Like what is the experience that you have in till now? Like how many years of experience in the PO?
I actually completed 3 years of my experience in working as a professional officer in Gramina banks.
Okay, that's great. Like you have already also almost have like 3 years of experience. And what about you, Arshid?
Yes, I have a working experience of 2.5 years as an AFO.
Okay, so you both almost joined in the same financial year,
Yeah.
like almost same.
Yes,
recruitment.
yes, yes.
Okay. And one thing to add, I think we did not discuss, like they are the UG batchmates.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
we are same roommates.
Okay. They are the roommates now. They are the both are the bankers now. Okay, that's great to hear. Now, like let us talk about the other things after being a professional banker. See, a lot of students will have this mindset that I will get a job first, and then I will see like if I can prepare for any other exams. You might have seen from your juniors, seniors, and your friends. Like most of the people say this because ultimately they still aim higher, and but they need a job basically. So most of certain category of students will also be with this mindset. If someone is with this mindset that they want to prepare for any other exams after coming into the banking sector, is it really possible in your cases, like in your job profiles, and how the reality is? Like what do you answer for this?
Yes, definitely it will be based on their mindset. Okay, let I give an example. In our batch IBPS AFO batch 2022, one of my senior has cleared that AFO exam with first rank. IBPS AFO first rank for entire India. but he was preparing for other civils exam. So, mean though, even though he has joined as a bank
AFO, okay.
AFO as a banker, worked out for 3-4 months, but in meantime he tried to prepare, but he could not able to prepare full fledgedly for that civils exam. Then he resigned that job, AFO job.
Okay.
Okay. Then he has cleared for another 6 months for civils exam. Now our senior has cleared that IFS, actually Indian Forest Service UPSC exam, and he is on training in Dehradun.
Okay, so you are saying that the student who has secured the top one in the IBPS AFO exams in the 2022 batch, he has went and recruited to AFO and he worked on 3 to 4 months, and then like because of the time he did not get to prepare for other civil service exams, he rejected the job and like he resigned the job and then he prepared for this exam for 6-7 months and now has now cleared the IFS.
Yes, yes. Why I would like to say this is because if you joined as a banker, you will get hardly less time.
Okay.
I will not say it will not at all possible to clear any other exams, but it is difficult. The persons who has joined as a banking employee, only 10% to 15% of them only able to clear other exams. So okay, in our batch also so many other peoples got selected. In meantime, they have prepared for their state PSC exams like Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh. I have some of my friends.
Okay.
They have cleared state PSC exams, and they have resigned this AFO job and they have joined for other jobs. But it all depends on your how you manage the time,
Okay.
how you handle the situation, work-life balance. That will
On an
that will
average, like
depends
if we
on.
speak, on an average, if we speak on a daily basis, if someone wants to prepare for any other exams, what is the average duration that a student can get? Average duration. What do you think?
Can easily get 5 hours.
Okay, 5 hours.
5 hours you
Prepare.
will
Like,
easily.
apart from like what job you are
Yes.
doing, like what
Yes,
the banking
yes.
job and other things, like you will be getting 5 hours on
Yes,
an average.
yes, you will.
And that also depends on like how the people make time for themselves.
Yes, yes.
So the message is no matter like whether you are preparing for any other exams, like no matter which exams you are preparing, that all depends on you. Like how you handle the pressure. Like first example was someone like who actually resigned the job and then he was able to prepare for some other exams and then he succeeded. And the UPSC obviously like the topmost priority of every student, like the dream of every student that he was only able to crack since he has made a hard decision to just resign the exam and go. And there are other examples that Ashit mentioned, that the other students who wanted to clear the state PCS exam, they have still done it, doing this AFO, being as AFO, and then cracked it and then they have resigned it. So there are like multiple examples. Every story is different, but the ultimate message is like you will be getting 3 to 5 hours of your time. So while you are a banker, then you have to manage yourself, like whether you want to prepare for, whether you can prepare for any other exams or not.
It all depends on you. How you manage that within short span of time to prepare for other exams.
Okay.
You will definitely, but you should have a strong mindset to prepare for other exams.
So that matters. Okay. Next, Rahul, I would be asking you the same question. Like you might be seeing your colleagues, juniors and seniors who are in the PO now. So they might be also preparing for some other exams. Like how this is possible in your case, in your job profile?
Actually, it will be easy for RRBN to clear in any other exam because you will get more time. That depends on the branch and what are all the staffs you will be getting.
Okay.
Will around every RRB branches will be closing around 5:30. So you will get more time to study and you will be you can easily clear an exam. But it depends on your intensity and how you want to study. When you get the money, you will waste everything.
Okay.
So you won't get much time to study. So it depends on your mindset and your ability to clear an examination.
Okay. And I would be also asking this question. I just got into this mind. Like I've seen people saying, the experienced people saying, like once you start earning, you lose that potential of again going back to the studies. Like looking in that perspective that you have to clear the exams, you lose that kind of discipline. Like once you start earning, it's like what do you answer to this?
Actually, yes. But when you get in salary, you will be like you will have more commitments for that salary. So you can't give much time. Actually, what happens is when you get salary, you will have more commitments. But if you think if you want to leave the job and if you want to go study for another examination, You have already made an commitment for that, so you can't. It will not have.
Okay, it's like a loop.
It's like a loop.
Okay, so that's what you want to say about, like, Ashish, like, what's your opinion on that? Like,
Yes, definitely. Once you start earning, you will feel comfortable.
okay,
Okay, firstly, okay, I feel financially comfortable. So, you will not think otherwise to crack any exam. That also I observed, personal experience. In meantime, that is also, you said the loop, that is a situation. We have to carry on that. It is good also, but if you get a job, if you are satisfied with your job role, if you are doing it from your heart, you have a job satisfaction, then it would be
okay.
helpful.
And you triggered another question now.
Yes.
So it's about the job satisfaction.
Yes.
Yeah. Like if like I've seen a lot of people who are like IBPS, like recent trend is like there are a lot of negative impression on the IBPS AFO particularly. I've seen the people, like we have a lot of students in our community like who used to ask the same questions, whether I have to go for the MSc entrance or I have to go for the banking. I've seen from the people that people are frustrated doing this job. So how do you answer this, and what is your job satisfaction being an AFO?
Yes, negativity is everywhere.
Okay.
But we need to take positive from that also, every perspective. Uh, as an AFO, I was very satisfied because I am serving farming community directly. So many of my friends are doing graduations and master degrees and PhDs. They are indirectly helping farming community to get release more varieties, to have an good extension ideas. So many, they are indirectly helping farming community. So whatever they can innovate, but implementation should be on ground level.
Yeah.
So for implementation, finance should be there.
Yeah.
So I am giving that finance to the directly to in farmer hands.
Yeah.
Okay, that I am doing, that I have job satisfaction. Let me give you an example. That central government of India have so many flagship schemes like PMEGP, PMFME, Agri Infrastructure Fund, National Horticulture Mission. All these schemes are implemented through central sector banks only. I have financed 5 6 AIF projects, Agri Infrastructure Fund projects, in my current working area within a span of one time. So many farmers have benefited and established that processing units and got subsidy of 10 lakh rupees from government.
Okay.
And have financed PMEGF for a dairy. A dairy farmer have established a big farm and need to extend his income through PMEGP, Employment Generation Program. He is earning more.
Okay, so this is how like you are satisfied.
Yes, I
based
can
on like
see.
how much you are
I am
able to-
helping them.
Yeah.
I am helping them directly. They are earning. So I have financed so many self-help groups, women's. They are having small savings. So based on their savings, I am lending them. They are using for their family consumption purposes and other their children's education. They are using. So when I see all these things, I feel happy. Yes, I am doing a service to that farming community, rural background, rural community. That was I was wished for
Okay.
to work.
So as you can see, like your job satisfaction is basically based on like how much you are contributing. Since like you are contributing directly to the farming
Yes,
community,
I am direct.
you are mostly satisfied with the AFO like that you are being.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Like what message do you want to give to the like the upcoming juniors? Like they have this mindset, right? Like the pros and cons. Talking about the pros and cons, they have this mindset like AFO is something which is too much frustrating. The banker job, the banker's life is not that really good. So how do you answer this to the students or to the upcoming juniors?
Yes. Pros and cons will be there as an bank employee because we have a lot of targets from higher authorities. You will get targets for a monthly or yearly basis. So you need to achieve that. In meantime, you have to give service also. You should not work out for your salary only. You should work for your heart also. Being an agriculture graduate, you have more knowledge about agriculture and rural background because you have done so many numerous programs like Rave, like that. You have agriculture work experience at rural background. So you need to help them. You know exactly what needs for farming community. Being other than being financier, you can also educate them about any new technologies. So I have educated through. So in my area, so many are growing arecanut plantation. So many farmers, I told them about to include an intercrop like pepper, coffee, vanilla, other things to get more income, additional income that
Yeah.
can boost their income. That they're up there, lift up their livelihood. So those things, the technology intervention also I am doing. Like this, you have do wonders in banking also. Cons will be there. You have to sometimes you need to sit for late hours. It's entirely depends on you how you can manage your time and your work. If you need to go to house before 6 p.m., you need to clear early. Otherwise, so many are lagging behind the work. Okay, I will do afterwards, and they will sit for 8 p.m. like that. So it entirely depends on you and your colleagues. So that will be cons, as
Yeah,
you
as you can
told.
see. Okay.
But pros will be more. I would like to say that.
Okay, okay. This is about like what you want to address to the students. Students, like if you are preparing for this IBPS AFO, like you are particularly wanting to be a banker. This is what like Arshit wanted to say, and you can see like he has spoken everything by his heart, like what he has felt and how he's doing in his banking. Like you can take him as a motivation that see, like his main priority was just contributing to the farming community. Since like the priority was contributing to the farming community, all the cons that he has mentioned has not bothered him. He was only happy with the pros that he has got from this particular job. So that's great, Arshit. Like I'm also very proud that you are directly contributing to the farming community, and you are particularly very happy with the role you are doing. That's very great. So Rahul, like I will be asking you the same question regarding the job satisfaction. Like how do you answer this question?
I am pretty much more satisfied in my job because for every human being, work-life balance is more important. I get pretty much time to enjoy everywhere and enjoy with my family. I get much time to travel also. So I'm pretty much happy with my work. And moreover, apart from the work-life balance, RRBs are completely around 90% of the branches are in the villages itself. As an agriculture graduate, I can directly more involved in the with the farmers itself, so I can give directly for finance for them. My graduation will help the farmers also. So combinedly in with my graduation perspective and work life balance, I am pretty much more satisfied with my job profile.
Okay, that's great. That's great to hear that I am seeing someone like on the screen who is saying that they are satisfied with the banking job. So that's great to hear, and this will be a lot of motivating to the upcoming generation because a lot of people are actually motivated to come into the banking sectors. After seeing this video, they might be still motivated to come this. Yeah.
And apart from that, banking sector is a highly paid job.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing to mention. It's all about the how much returns we are getting on what we invest, right? So, like this, good to hear that the banking is the always the ever growing sector nowadays in like from the so many years in India, and there are a lot of job opportunities. There are a lot of options for every graduates, and including agriculture graduates. Like there are some specific edge, like if you are doing this BSc agriculture. So that's great. Like I guess like we have discussed. Like Arshit want to say something. Yeah.
As I would like to add another point, the banking sector is a less corrupted sector in
Okay,
our
that's one
country. I
thing.
would like to add that because we are working with honesty and integrity. There is less corruption. I would like to
Yeah,
say
that's the one
directly.
thing. Because like we have a three different levels here, prelims, mains, and interview. And a lot of people who are motivated to go for this as a direct recruitment because of this particular fact of corruption. I would also like to add this.
And
Yeah.
most prompt sector in any industry if we go through an state examination, that more exams will be paper leaked and everything happens. But when it comes to the banking examination, you can clear if you are very confident in the examination, you can clear within 6 to 8 months.
Okay. That
The
doesn't matter.
result
Yeah.
will be out in 8 months.
Okay. So you need not even wait for the results. Like every like schedule the recruitment process the every year it's constant. That is how like students can depend themselves to prepare for these exams, and they can settle well early like if they are seriously preparing for these exams. So that was like a lot of pros that we have discussed about the banking, and like every other sector, if like banking sector also have some cons like that also depends on like how you take it, right? So that's right. Like we have discussed each and everything, like starting from the scratch to like how you have decided the subjects and how you ended up and what is your work life and how you're balancing it. So any last message that you are wanting to give to our audience, like what would be that?
Okay, being an agriculture graduate, if you have passionate towards any subject, if you have passionate, kindly go for master degrees and PhD and do wonders, innovate new things. That is very much needed in upcoming days. We have very less land. Land is not increasing, population increasing. Okay, within short span of land, with short range of land, we need to produce more. We need to involve technology, smart agriculture, precision agriculture. So many are innovative things coming in upcoming future years. So apart from that, who is not having that much of passion towards research field, I would like to say prepare for bank exams. You can easily clear within a 1 year. You will get a job. You will join a job and you will get a salary within 1 year from your preparation. I will say like to say that, and other exams also, not only bank, other exams also there. You also prepare for that, and you will get a job. Wish you all the best for all.
Okay, thank you, Ashit and Rahul, being a part of this podcast. Like you have spent almost like 40 to 1 hour of your time and making the discussions. Like we have discussed a lot of things, like what we'll be discussing in this podcast. Like we have made some rehearsals since like we are like first time on the camera, they are first time on the camera, like talking on a topic, specifically on the banking topic. So that needs a lot of preparation. So thank you for being with us, sparing your valuable time. Thank you so much. I hope like this video will be a lot more useful for all the students, the upcoming audience, like who will be wanting to prepare for this banking exams. Like if you have any specific queries, like you can also always comment on this video. So we are happy to assist. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. So we'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.